So I actually found out that I got this scholarship while I was at work. So I was going on my lunch and I grabbed my phone and I got an email and I was like, what is this? I was like, what? Okay. And then I read it and I was like, no way. So I immediately called my mom. I was like, Mom, put me on speaker. Make sure my dad and my sister can hear this. And she shared it with them. And I was just like so ecstatic at that moment. I was like, I can't believe this. My dad's like, you can quit your job now, stop working. I was like, stop. But yeah, it was just, it's a struggle to find scholarships. And so whenever you do receive those scholarships, because it is competitive, right? Whenever you do receive those scholarships, it's just you feel like you've accomplished a lot and all that you're doing is being rewarded. And so it was just super satisfying and just truly an honor to be a recipient of this scholarship. But yeah. My name is Sinndy Rios. This is my first year at the University of Utah, and I am currently studying political science and sociology with a minor in ethnic studies. During the summer, we focused a lot on outreach, so we would go out to parks in the lower class neighborhoods that are mostly Latinos and providing them information about their rights living here in the United States, which is something that I know I never thought I really had a lot of rights because I'm undocumented. So what type of rights would I have? But everyone has those rights, and it's good to know them and it's good to be aware of them and be able to recognize when you can use those rights and be able to show that you have knowledge in that and that people can't take advantage of you just because you're from a different country. I'm really privileged in the sense that my parents were always implementing that I must go to a college and achieve a higher education, which is something I know not all the students have in that type of environment at home. So I always knew that I would attend a higher education. I didn't know where. But the University of Utah just seemed the best because it was close to home. I didn't have to leave my parents, especially right now with the political climate. Leaving home would be kind of scary. And so being with them has been a great part of my journey so far. During high school, I would feel very discouraged because I wasn't able to apply to all the scholarships everyone else was because of my status. I knew that I wasn't able to get financial aid because of my status. So it was trying to figure out ways that I could take that would lead me to a higher education and being able to pay for attending the University of Utah. And so just kind of finding those resources that have assisted me in scholarships that are open to any status, which has been nice. But yeah, I've gone through a lot of adversity and I've overcome it, which has been a factor that's pushed me and kept me going to reach a higher education. Something that this scholarship will definitely assist throughout this upcoming academic year will be more of an involvement within that community. I felt like I really missed out on a lot of opportunities to help out my community, undocumented and Latino community, because I was working so much and trying to make up for the remaining balance on my tuition. And so with this scholarship, that will mostly be taken care of, so I won't have to work as much and I can focus in on making a bigger difference with undocumented students in particular, providing the assistance through the Dream Center and Somos Dreamers, which is the student group here. So one of my previous leadership roles was Mana Academy, helping out third graders in particular with their schoolwork and also with kind of being a role model to them, showing them that achieving a higher education is possible, even though it may seem that it's hard and their races or their ethnicities aren't well represented. There are others who are achieving and reaching those high standards. Being able to provide an example to those kids that they can make it, and there are resources at the University of Utah and other colleges that are there for their assistance is one of the biggest highlights for me. With my career, it's kind of all over the place right now. I was really set to being a criminal lawyer, defense possibly, but right now I really feel like there's a big need with the laws and regulations for the undocumented community and immigrants overall too. And so maybe going to law school and then having that good basis to create laws that will benefit the community of the immigrants and Latinos, I think would be something I want to do. Personally, just kind of being a role model for all young Latina immigrants and documented students, showing them that it is possible. It's really hard, but it's possible. You just sometimes have to push through it and find those resources that are ultimately there for your betterment. Mostly is I know that it feels like you're alone, which is really hard because sometimes you feel like giving up and you're like, no one understands what I'm going through. But try to reach out to someone or talk to friends, maybe they know, but just know that you're here for a reason and your story is going to have a huge impact on others around you. And so pushing through that adversity that you're dealing with and finding that motivation and go for something that motivates you and that has that driving passion in you so that you really feel like you're making that difference. And don't settle for something that you feel like is there just because it's the easiest, but really push for it because everyone has like so much potential within them and it has to be exposed no matter your status. What I would want to tell the donors is that this assistance is going to go a long way. It's going to give me the opportunity to be more involved within my community, and that alone will have a big effect in the community. And also with my parents, you know, they're struggling financially. They're always striving to like give me money and like provide that money for college, but it's hard on them too. And so being able to give me this scholarship will allow me to focus on my studies to better achieve the higher education in a bachelor's degree here at the University of Utah. And then also like bringing it back to the community and providing those same resources that I have obtained to others in a similar path as me. And just thank you so much for like choosing me and like giving this opportunity to me. So.